Gunner Podcast. Get up, it's the Steve Gunner Podcast.
Good day to all and welcome to another episode of the Steve Gunter Podcast, where we discuss the steps, the strategies, and the mindset of real estate investing, tailor-made for the pro athlete. We appreciate your time. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. And for that, I am grateful. I'm your host, Steve Gunter, and it's an honor and privilege to be with you. Look, today is Valentine's Day. And in case you didn't know, this is an important day. If you have a significant other in your life, then I hope that you have already prepared yourself appropriately to present flowers, candy, made reservations to your partner's favorite restaurant. Maybe you even put away a little money to buy that bracelet she's been telling you on the side that she thinks is cute. Well, today is that day. Now, if you're a guy, you're probably not going to get anything for Valentine's Day. Okay? And listen to me. I'm not saying by any measure that guys shouldn't receive a gift for Valentine's Day. Not saying that at all. All I'm saying is that generally speaking, with quotation marks, generally speaking, Valentine's Day ain't your day. You have your day. Father's Day. That's your day. If you're a father. So on Father's Day, you get the grill out, you sit by the pool, maybe crack open a beer, but notice I didn't say your birthday, right? Because I'm just being honest. Maybe I probably shouldn't be saying this, but maybe your birthday is your only day. Because if you're a guy and if you have a family, your birthday is actually an extension of what the family enjoys doing together. So your birthday is family day. All right? It's okay. I promise. I'm not complaining. In fact, I enjoy my birthday all the time, every year. And if I'm being honest, my wife and children make my birthday really, really easy. They book a trip for me to the water park. It's what I like to do. We go to the water park. But it's also what they like to do. But look, in all seriousness, enjoy today. I hope you and your loved ones have an amazing and joyful Valentine's Day. Now, as we segue to our topic of today, I want to share that just like we should prepare for special days such as today, it is just as important that we prepare for our transition, our exit, our curtain call from our sport. And I want to encourage you all to fall in love with building your future through real estate. But Steve, why real estate? You might ask. Because real estate is the one asset class that most people understand. Most people understand. And understanding what you are investing in is an essential part to becoming a successful investor. As I quote my dear friend Terry Summers, you can check Terry out on episode 2 of the podcast. He goes hard with plenty of gems to share there. But one of the most important points is understanding what you are putting money towards. But then number 2, it is scarce. Last time I checked, they weren't making any more real estate. That parcel of land will literally be there forever. Now, the structure that sits on top of that land could change. But when you own real estate, excluding condominiums, you own the structure and the land underneath. Scarcity creates value. Don't forget that. Number 3, real estate has made more millionaires than any other asset class on the face of planet Earth. It's a fact. You got a lot of living things that rely on the land that you're currently standing on. And as far as I know, there isn't a piece of property in America that isn't owned by somebody, whether it be an individual, corporation, a government, or some other legal entity. Do you think it's time that you get in the game and become one of those owners? You think it's time? How long should you stand back and wait, delay, put a pause on things, i.e., pause your future? It's time to get off the sidelines and get in the game. And then lastly, shameless plug, I'm a real estate agent and an investor. It's the business that I do. But more importantly, it is the asset class that I know, that I understand so well, I can teach. And as a result, I can share this insight with you. And so if you haven't had the opportunity to listen to the past few episodes we dropped, I want to strongly encourage that you tune in. Ben Moss and Terry Summers were absolutely phenomenal, bringing tons of value to the pro athlete about how to build their investment portfolio. It's extraordinary. Speaking of which, the first guest we had on was Ben Moss, big time agent in the Miami, Florida market. Ben does big deals. He represents over 600 athletes and entertainers with their real estate needs. He's the author of the Real Estate Playbook for pro athletes, and he's a major investor himself. And I'm going to give you guys a nugget that Ben dropped. He's a rather simple, practical, and reasonable person. And he talked about how instead of being the athlete, perhaps who's on a rookie contract, looking to impress everyone else and buy some huge mansion, why not live below your means and purchase that, I don't know, $400,000 house, $500,000 house? Yes, we get it. We know you have the income where you can buy something for greater than that. You got the income now. But what we're talking about is positioning you to start building wealth today and live below your means personally, so that when you transition from the sport, you can live a big life. You can interpret that however you choose. But the message, while it isn't sexy, it's real, it's honest, it's true. And then we had Terry Summers on, again on episode 2, and he literally bought the house down. Terry is an investor who owns several different companies, but the vast majority of his portfolio is in real estate. And Terry said, as he spoke about his investing philosophy, that he invests in the path of progress, meaning he places his money in areas there's already public and private funding in, which means the government is already investing in that area. Other private dollars are already investing in that area. He believes in riding the wave. Genius. Absolutely genius. Practical, simple. Then he said this, and this blew my mind. Terry said, try to kill the deal. Once you get excited about the deal, the next step is to figure out in your head how to kill it. And if you can't kill that deal, then it's a good deal. Beautiful, beautiful. Worth highlighting, worth saving, worth jotting a note down in your smartphone. Lastly, let's step back from the X's and O's for a moment and talk about the most important part of this equation: your thinking, your mindset. If you're currently striving to be the best possible athlete that you can be for your organization, for your team, your family, the fans, and yourself, then take that same drive and apply it to building your future. Nothing happens overnight. And I promise you, this won't either. It's going to require you to assemble a great team who want to see you win. Patience and the ability to endure, even during challenging times, I dare say. Because I assure you, it's not going to be great all the time, right? It can't be. But it's going to get you somewhere. That's important to note. It's also going to require you to change your spending habits. Too much spending will eventually lead you back to where you were. We got to shape up. We got to get smart. We can't be blowing money on every car we see. We can't be spending money on every single chain, bracelet, watch we like. Right? Even you have to be conscious about how you allocate your resources. But then we have to keep things in perspective. Clear perspective. It's not about what's going to make you the next real estate mogul. Although if that happens, that's great. It's about what will bring you peace. That's right. Peace. Let that mantra be our aim. One of stability. One of contentment. A mantra of freedom. You see, that word contentment, some people view that word as one that is equal to complacency. And it's not the same thing. And interestingly enough, especially in athletic circles where most people are alphas, they shy away from the word contentment. But that's not what it is. Contentment is a state of peace. It's happiness. It's non-attachment because you are fulfilled by who you already are. You're not trying to be someone or something else. The ironic thing about success is that in order to achieve success, you have to first achieve contentment. Then you can really begin to make strides. So, folks, that's our show for today. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for subscribing and sharing. Happy Valentine's Day to you and yours. And until next time, be good, my friends.